Hi, these are Reflections from Scripture with Ernie Coop, and today's text is found in Romans chapter 3, verse 10 and verse 23. The so-called Romans Road consists of 7 texts in Romans that explain in a very simple way the plan of salvation for humanity, beginning with the problem of sin and ending with the solution. Today we're going to look at the first 2 texts. Romans 3:10. As it is written, there is no one righteous, not even one. Here Paul is citing Psalm 14 verses 1 to 3. Every human being, without exception, except Jesus Christ, has sinned. Sin is universal. Not only do we sin, but we are under sin, under the power of sin, under the dominion of sin or slavery to sin. The problem isn't only that we sin, or that we are in the habit of sinning, but that we are actually impotent prisoners of sin. The problem isn't ignorance, because if it was, the solution would be education. We are by nature addicted to sin. So the problem is that we need a liberator. Our second text in verse 23 says, "For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God." We all continue to fall short in regards to the bar that God sets for us. As sinners, none of us have the personal ability to achieve God's standard. We all fall short. No one arrives at the goal via personal effort, merit, or good works. There can be a difference in terms of the type or severity of sin, a difference between the worst and the best of humanity, but in the end, all of us fall short and don't measure up to God's standard. So the human dilemma that we choose sin using our free will, and ultimately we're enslaved by it. In order to find a correct solution, you always need to understand the problem, or you end up looking for solutions that don't work and don't resolve the problem. So these verses that I've read describe our situation, and they likely leave us a little bit discouraged. However, next week, we will look at a number of other texts in Romans, part of the Romans Road, that explain the result of our condition, and after that, we'll explore what Paul has to say about a solution. So don't be discouraged. Our text one more time. "For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God," Romans 3:23. "And as it is written, there is no one righteous, not even one. For all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God," Romans 3:10. All the best.